Welcome to the Facebook Live on Muddy Paws Crime. These lives are being done because it is Pet Theft Awareness Week. I'm Molly.
And I'm Lisa, as most of you know. And we welcome today, which is our first live, to Patrycja, who is the owner of the stolen dog, Tina. We do thank you, Patrycja, for coming on at what must be a very emotional time for you. We will do some questions, but we'll go with the flow of the answers. So feel very comfortable, and if you do need to, turn your camera off at any time.
Thank you.
So I'll start with the first question. What is your pet's name that has been stolen or is missing?
Her name is Tina.
What breed?
She's a French bulldog, a fawn French bulldog.
What age was Tina?
She wasn't even 2 years old when she was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Take your time.
Was Tina microchipped?
Yeah, she's microchipped, thank God. And she's spayed as well, so that's good as well.
Yeah.
So what area did Tina get stolen from, Patrycja?
It's an area called Chinkford in East London. It's E4. Yeah.
And if you know the circumstances for the public, that obviously we want people to be looking for Tina, what were the circumstances around the theft, if you know?
Yeah. So actually, before Tina was stolen, my whole family and I, we had no idea that pet theft was even a thing.
I do apologise. Always one, isn't there? Sorry.
Yeah, so we didn't know that pet theft was even a thing to begin with. And very naively, we left her in the car as we went to do some shopping. It wasn't a big shop, you know, it was 5-10 minutes. And when we came back, my dad's van window was somehow opened and Tina was gone.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, obviously for pet theft awareness, we do encourage people to not leave pets in the car or van, but you know, it's something that some people have done for years, and we shouldn't have to be living the way we are just for the thieves to, you know, do what they want. This is what we're trying to get over and trying to stop. So did you contact the police straight away? Did you find them helpful? Did you get a crime reference number?
Yeah, so I called the police almost immediately. Unfortunately, I don't have much good things to say about my experience with the police. Firstly, they didn't ever come to the crime scene. I got a phone call, I think the day after Tina was stolen, just to say, oh, you know, we've read your report, we're going to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it was all, in my experience, it was all false promises. For example, they said that they're going to check out CCTV footage from the car park where our car was. 3 weeks later, we still didn't have any information about CCTV. So I decided, well, a volunteer that's been helping us, she actually said, like, we need to be proactive in this situation. So I contacted Morrison's myself, just to find out that a request for CCTV was never made by police. So we wasted 3 weeks then. After which, obviously, that day, I called the police again. Well, the officer that was dealing with my case, I called her, you know, to get an explanation, and the footage was sent that same day, you know, which wouldn't have been the case if we didn't get involved. And then we thought, you know, oh, great, okay, we've got the CCTV now, that's amazing. Sadly, 2.5 weeks after we got that CCTV, it still hadn't been viewed because the police forgot a password, got locked out of the system. You know, it was just so hectic and so draining. It was, I want to say, torture for us, because it's like we knew that something that could have helped us. And you know, it's been almost 6 weeks since Tina had been stolen, and still, you know, the footage hadn't been viewed. So yeah, to say the least, it wasn't helpful at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I myself do actually help some owners with regards to the police, and it does seem that you have the pressure to get CCTV looked at, and this is something that we will be sending these videos also to some MPs, and we want government to address this. You know, police do need to have more resources, to have time to, you know, well, for pet theft in general, to be honest with you. But CCTV, if there is any, it's a must, and it must be viewed very quickly. 3 weeks is not acceptable, you know, for you at all. So I'm so sorry. Did you get a crime reference number, and is that still active?
Yeah, so I did get a crime reference number. Unfortunately, a very short period of time after the CCTV had been viewed, you know, they said there's nothing that we can see that's gonna help us at all, and so the case was closed.
Okay.
They did say that if there is any evidence that we do come across, that they can reopen the case. But you know.
Have you taken it to professional standards, the police complaints?
Yes. Yes.
And are they actively reviewing it for you?
Yeah, so actually, when I first told the officer in charge of my case that I was planning to make a complaint because, you know, the standards were just unacceptable, her sergeant actually emailed me saying that he finds my decision to make a complaint unfair. I was so shocked to get an email like that from, you know, someone high up in the police force. But anyway, I went along with the complaint, and it did take a lot of time for obviously all the evidence to be reviewed, you know, the emails back and forth and everything. But by the end of it, the woman reviewing the case did say that, you know, the officer in charge did everything that she had to do on paper. So.
The next step is obviously the Office of Police Crime Commissioner. Have you taken it to them for the area?
No.
Okay. I can speak about that after with you, Tina, about doing that. Okay, over to you, Molly.
I'm so sorry this happened, and the police response to it. It's absolutely appalling.
It's difficult. I'll carry on with the next question. Did you register on any? It's all right. Even though we do these, Patricia, we feel your emotion.
Yeah.
We're trying to be strong for you, but it's happening for us as well. It's just awful and heartbreaking, but it pushes us to try and do what we can, you know, to help really, and get the government to see the impact, you know, that it has. So when it happened, did you register on lost dog sites and contact your vet, the dog warden, and microchip company?
Yeah, I did all of that. I registered Tina on Dog Lost, on Paw Boost, on lostsstolendog.com, like a lot of different websites. I also did contact the dog wardens immediately. They weren't very helpful either, but that's a different story. And what was the third thing? I forgot, sorry.
The vet's microchip company.
Oh, yeah, I do that regularly. So the microchip company actually knows whenever someone accesses the microchip number. So every, say, 2 months-ish, I just double check. I should probably do it more often, to be fair, but I do double check just to see that, you know, no one has scanned her. But nothing so far.
I would encourage any stolen dog owner to maybe check it weekly. I know that might seem a lot, but because there has been glitches in some microchip systems, it's good to make sure that all the details they have are correct for you. And if there hasn't been any scans, you know, if they haven't contacted you, at least they can let you know. So I think you kind of covered about our next question was kind of what support did you have? The police, it's come across obviously none, which is not the first time I've heard that. Lost dog groups that you registered Tina on, have they been supportive to you, Patricia?
Yeah, they have given me advice and I have listened to it. I've been working with a volunteer though, and I think she gives me like crazy support. Like, I don't know, I didn't expect people to do this, to just help people out of the kindness of their hearts. So it is very nice to know that there is people out there, and you know, like the amount of shares that we get on Tina's Facebook group, like the sweet, heartwarming messages that we get from strangers, you know, supporting us, and you really do feel that support through the screen.
I mean, the admins of the groups, you know, they are very, very supportive, and although they're behind the scenes, they all do put in so much work. You know, posters, shares, keeping the group going, trying to get followers, trying to get the dogs out there as much as possible. So yeah, I'm glad you're getting some support, and if you do need to, you know, support Muddy Paws Crime, we're here for you at any time, Patricia. Also, just the next one is, was your phone number added onto posters and on social media? With that, if it was, have you had those horrendous hoax calls?
Yes. So my, as a family, we decided that my phone number was going to be the one on the posters, as well as the volunteer helping us. The first week after Tina was stolen, we literally spent probably 15 to 20 out of 24 hours a day putting posters up all over, like anywhere we could. And I remember it was so difficult. The first night, actually, I got a phone call saying that, you know, obviously, you know, the usual, oh, I have your dog, I want money. If you don't give me money, I'm going to kill her. And it was very emotional for me because obviously I had no idea. The volunteer that was helping us, she did warn me that this is going to happen, and it's going to happen regularly, and it's going to happen often, but it was so real to me that night. And I couldn't sleep obviously the rest of the night. And then it just kind of became a normal thing almost. You know, the first couple of weeks I did get woken up during night about 10, 20 times a night sometimes, you know, all throughout the day. A lot of them are scammers and hoax calls, just saying I want money. A lot of them also are silly school kids, you know.
Were most of them from private numbers or withheld numbers?
Sorry?
Were most of them from private numbers or
withheld? Yeah. It tends to be the case where if it's not a hidden number, then it is someone genuinely calling to, you know, give you some information. But if, you know, the moment I see no call ID on my phone, I roll my eyes now. you know, I know what's coming.
Yeah. We would encourage, even though they're from private numbers, to, even though your case is closed with the police, still email them with every hoax call that you may get and what's said. Just, you know, make them aware that you are still going through this, and you know, there could be some connection somewhere. To just keep that pressure up with them all the time.
Yeah.
But it's horrible. I can't, you know, even think of how anybody can be doing this to anyone. Heartbreaking.
It's absolutely heartbreaking, and for somebody to sit down and actually consider calling someone for a hoax call that is incredibly upset, trying to look for their family member, that's just absolutely appalling and so wrong.
And that's what they are. They are family members. You know,
They are.
They're not just dogs. They're family members.
Yeah.
Molly, do you want to do the next?
Does Tina have any like distinctive markings that people can keep an eye out for if they see her or anything?
Yeah, so she not many fawn French bulldogs have a black tail. She's got like the tip of her tail was black. There's pictures of her tail on her Facebook group as well. So if anyone would, I would like really encourage to go and look at Tina's Facebook group and just remember her face.
Yeah, we will, after these lives, we will be sharing them to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. We will be putting a picture of Tina and also your stolen dog group for Tina, the link on there as well, to get that out in the media as much as possible. We did have a question about what impact has this had on you and your family. I mean, obviously we can tell from your emotions the impact. But if you did want to say anything else to that, if you don't, that's more than understand.
I mean, it's important that people know how much it affects us. You know, the first week was so hard for everyone. That the shopping that we had done the day Tina was obviously stolen, I remember it was rotting on the floor in the kitchen. The way we had left it when we entered the house was the way it was like that for about a week and a half. Like there was no life in this house. We were constantly out, constantly putting up posters and just getting those phone calls, you know, to tell us that they want money, that they're going to kill our dog, or getting little kids, you know, calling us saying that the dog's dead, you know, laughing about it, saying vulgar, horrible things.
It's just awful. It's beyond awful. And this is what, you know, we want the police and government to see the impact that pet theft is having on the nation. You know, and it's not even just missing and stolen pet owners, and that's dogs and cats. Even people that haven't had their pets stolen, they're frightened to walk their dogs. They're frightened to have their dogs involved. Frightened to let them out in the garden. So it's a nationwide issue, and it has to be addressed. And we want, one of the reasons we also did these lives is we want them to see the impact it is having on people, and hopefully step up and do something about it.
Yeah.
So I think now it's just any other information you think may be relevant, and if the thief is watching this or now or down the line, when it's shared, a message from you to them.
I just want to say to whoever has Tina or knows where she is, just give her back to where she belongs. She belongs with us. She's a member of our family. And please stop this torture and just give her back.
Thank you, Patricia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was having a bit of a tear for you.
Sorry.
Yes, and don't say sorry. You have nothing to say sorry for, Patricia. You have, you know, Please, we urge everybody watching now or in the future when this is shared, please keep Tina out in the media as much as possible. Keep looking for her. If you have any information at all, please contact Tina's group, where we'll put the link once we share. If you do want to message Muddy Paws Crime confidentially as well, we're more than happy. We have Crime Stoppers on board. Any information, even if you don't think it may not be relevant, it may be relevant. So please get in touch.
Please,
thank you so much, Patricia. Such a horrendous time for you. You've been so brave coming on. We all feel your emotion, and everybody watching this will see, you know, the impact. I'm just so sorry you've had to go through this.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You've been extremely brave talking about it today.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to get her back soon.
Yeah. I'll contact you after, Patricia, with regards to the Office of Police Crime Commissioner, and any help that we can give at any time. Please let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patricia, for coming on, and thank you for everybody that's been watching and will watch this in the future. Our next live tonight will be Jill Scott, who is the stolen dog owner of Flossie. So if you can also tune in at 7. But please, once this is on the Facebook page, get it shared. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.